Over the past few years, it's become crystal clear that Disney is failing in nearly every aspect of their company. Whether it's box office disasters, whether it's losing hundreds of millions, if not billions of dollars on streaming each and every quarter, or of course, whether it's the struggle to get people to come back to their theme parks. And after spending 2 decades buying up everything they could get their hands on, whether it's Marvel, Pixar, Lucasfilm, whether it's massive purchases like Fox, Disney is now at a place where if they want to survive, if they want their company to keep going, they're going to need to sell off some of their assets because they cannot afford to keep doing what they're doing. So after we heard that Bob Iger was open to selling all their linear channels, we all of a sudden have these reports. Disney holds initial talks on sale of ABC to local broadcaster Nexstar. Entertainer Byron Allen has also expressed interest in a deal. Network and ABC stations could be worth $4 billion or more. And it sounds like there might be an offer all the way up to $10 billion for something like that. Now, Disney has pushed back against all of this stuff. They haven't exactly denied that they've been in these talks, but they're pushing back on the idea that they've already essentially decided to do it. Disney pushes back on ABC sale reports, says company has made no decision yet. While we're open to considering a variety of strategic options for our linear business, at this time, the Disney company has made no decision with respect to the divestiture of ABC or any other property, and any report to that effect is unfounded. So not really pushing back on the idea that they're having these discussions, just on the fact that they may have already made a decision. But with all these details that are out there, it's pretty obvious that after Bob Iger came out, waved the white flag and said, basically, we're giving up and we want someone to buy these out from under us, people have come forward, and potentially multiple suitors. Disney's in talks to sell ABC to Nexstar, Bloomberg first reported. The move is the latest in Bob Iger's plan to slim down the House of Mouse and focus on streaming. But even if he manages to sell the diminishing asset, challenges remain for the CEO. Disney is in talks with Nexstar Media Group, the country's largest TV station owner, to sell the ABC network and stations, Bloomberg first reported. The reported talks are another sign that Iger means business when it comes to Disney's streaming future. The chief turned heads in July when at Sun Valley he let slip that anything is on the table. We have to be open-minded and objective about the future of those businesses. They may not be core to Disney. Just think about this. Bob Iger, who made his legacy at Disney by buying a bunch of shit, right? Not creating original content, but instead going out and buying companies, buying IPs, buying things so that people could make those for Disney. And now here we are in 2023, and Bob Iger looks like he's going to have to sell off billions of dollars worth of assets just to keep this company alive. And to be fair, now that these reports are out there that Byron Allen, not Nexstar, but Byron Allen, the Byron Allen Media Group, might be looking at buying it for $10 billion, more than just ABC, but FX and things like that, all these different cable channels that Disney owns. You know, that might be enough to cover what they owe Comcast just to complete the Hulu purchase. That's why we're seeing these talks, because Disney is in such desperate straits right now. None of this is surprising, given Disney's looking to unload non-core assets, and when a stock is under pressure as Disney has been, it needs to unload core assets and raise capital. This deal would be consistent with that. There would be a lot of things to figure out, though, because there are some, whether it's what appears on the channel, whether it's sports programming that is, both shared between ESPN and ABC. There's so many different things that would be tough to work out in terms of if someone were to come buy ABC, what value would you get for it? You'd have to get some of these sports contracts that they have as well, whether it's NBA, whether it's some college football stuff, all that shit. But the reality is, as much as Disney wants to push back about no decisions being made, right now they're in talks to sell off nearly all of their linear TV assets, something that was core to this business, something that has been struggling recently because they've decided to make the move to streaming and more people are cutting the cord. It looks like Bob Iger is going to be forced to cut off a part of Disney that's been there for decades and decades and sell it off to the highest bidder to continue operating this company. We've seen that stock continue to go down. We knew they had to do something. They couldn't keep doing the same thing. Well, it looks like they're going to hold off a little bit if this does end up going through. Get a little bit of operating capital. Get enough to actually close that Hulu deal. Unfortunately, you're still losing hundreds of millions of dollars on streaming each and every quarter. Unfortunately, you still can't get people to go out to the theaters. but it looks like Disney is looking to sell off some of their core assets to keep this company alive. What do you guys think about this? Let me know in the comment section below. Smash a like button, subscribe to the channel, ring a bell for notifications, share this video out there, and I'll talk to you later.